Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I haven't made a Let's Play or a video in a while. I've been busy with stuff, as I've said before, but I'm back. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of the decks I made on Dueling Nexus. It's really, really fun. Let me show you. Those are duels. Okay, decks. There we go. Here's my decks. First one I'll show you is Deadly Dragons. I kind of got inspired from this one because of, sure you remember Rex from the original season? Well, I decided to have this deck be filled with nothing but dragons, stuff related to dragons, and a few spell cards and trap cards. Aren't they beautiful? This one's one of my favorites. I actually got this off of a site called Listia a few years ago, back in 2011, a physical copy of it. I still have it to this day. It's another good one. I believe I got that one in the Light Sworn deck. Oh, darn it. There's Blue Eyes. No need for that. No need to introduce that. And there's the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Clawing Dragon. Divine Dragon Ragnarok. I like that one because it's Norse mythology. Well, Norse religion, because some people do still believe in the Norse religion. Gotta include everyone. These ones I'm sure you might remember from the second episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where Pegasus kidnaps Yugi's grandfather's soul. That one. Which I thought was a very dirty thing to do. Of course, here's a few spell cards to keep myself protected. This one's good for dark creatures, dark energy. You're going to see a few of these cards in a lot of my decks. I love that card because it slowly acts like a poison to the other character. To the other duelist life points. It's very interesting. Okay. And then, of course, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Okay. Show you guys the other decks now. Here is Sorcery Galore. This one's more of a magician deck. This one I think is a lot better than Man-Eater Bug because regardless of what happens, you can destroy the target when you flip it over. There's the legendary Dark Magician, Sorcerer of Dark Magic. I actually got that one in I believe it was a movie that I went to, and they actually gave that out, or it was either that or I got it in the movie theater. My movie theater in my hometown where I used to live had a lot of cards. I remember one time just freaking out about a movie because I didn't like it too much, Talladega Nights, just so I could get out of there and get a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which I got, which was called Malice Doll of Demise. I thought that was really interesting. Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician of Chaos. Gravekeepers, I consider them magicians too in some ways. So as you can tell, a lot of these are very much themed. Once again, one of my favorites, Time Wizard. It's a wizard, sorcerer nonetheless. I love this card. This one's my favorite. 20 turns, the person loses. That one disaffects Monster Reborn. I remember that one from Pegasus's Duel with Kaiba. And I have a few dark energy cards. Okay. Let's go over here. Undead Cardmare. I'm sure you guys know what that one's a reference to. Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. This one, of course, has a lot of zombies and ghouls in it. Armored Zombie. This is actually the first Yu-Gi-Oh card I ever had. I was given it at camp when I was in not sixth grade, when I was 6 years old in a summer camp. It was a day camp, and the other person would just thrown it in the trash because they didn't want it. So I decided I'd take it, and they gave it to me. And there's a whole set. This one's a good one. Special summon monsters. Well, what does it say again? Oh, send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, target one level 4 low zombie monster, and special summon that target. Very, very cool. This one's one of my favorites. You get to choose the target of your opponent's attacks. In other words, if they want to attack one of my weaker monsters, I'll have to force them to attack the stronger one. There's, of course, legendary Dark Necrophier, Dark Sanctuary, Final Countdown again, to Call the Haunted. As you guys can tell, I'm pretty much into the old classic Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of zombies. What's Dark Magician Girl doing there? Oh well. Summon Skull's a favorite. As you guys can tell who one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh characters is. It's Bakura. Well, the Yami version of him. Okay, this one is mostly related to my deck in the real world. It's called Wicked Cosmos because it has a divine yet dark undertone, which is the wicked gods, of course. That one's my favorite, the Wicked Dreadroot. Of course, can't have that one without the Cure Mermaid I keep there in case I decide to stay idle while I let the final countdown work. And here's a bunch of the agents. Now, the agents are very, very useful because you can continuously summon them if you play them right. In other words, it's like a never-ending chain of attacks. It's pretty cool. And there's the Sphinx, and then there's Exod, Master of the Guard. I remember getting that when I was 10 years old at a Blockbuster. Man, those are the times. Okay. Wabaku, can't go wrong with that one. And this one's one of my favorites. This one's actually from Season 0, if you guys have ever seen that. Season 0 was basically Japan's original Yu-Gi-Oh! Before Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. And at the end of it, you end up playing against, of course, Yami Bakura. And he has this D&D type field called Monster World, I believe. And this is one of the creatures that's like the boss of it, which kind of preludes to the final season, but I won't spoil anything there. There's Metal Reflect Slime Merrick's card. I have a few of the Egyptian gods here too. Yep. And a few of these as cannon fodder and a way to summon stronger monsters. Okay, everybody, those are all my decks. I hope that you all enjoyed that, and I'm going to upload this to YouTube now. I hope to see you guys in a little bit, where we'll be making some Toontown Let's Plays tomorrow afternoon. And thank you to that one friend who I added on Toontown Fellowship. Now I can actually do Toon Tasks. Thank you. Bye-bye.